Hi and welcome to our Bayzat 2023 feature release overview. In 2023, Bayzat experienced significant growth and innovation, thanks to your continuous trust and your feedback. This video covers all the enhancements falling into the HR software category. The objective of this video is to ensure that you are aware and you are able to utilize our feature releases. As always, if you need help activating specific modules or features, you can always reach out to your dedicated customer success manager. If you want to jump straight to a particular feature, you can simply skip to the respective chapter. In the bottom of this video you'll find time codes. You can click on the time code to play the video covering a particular feature. Before we begin, let's take a quick look at how you can maximize your experience with Bayzat. Learn about our features. You can learn about each module of Bayzat by joining our training webinars. Simply select a convenient time slot and sign up with your email address. You will receive a Zoom link. Join this link at the time of the webinar and enjoy learning. If you do not currently have access to our training booking link, please request this from your dedicated customer success manager. Whenever you need step-by-step guides, you can access our help center right from your Bayzat account. Just click on the question mark button in the top right corner, select the Bayzat Help Center, view all the categories of our articles or search through the search bar. Get quick help. If you need some quick help, get in touch with our support team. In your Bayzat account, click on the question mark button, select the Bayzat Help Center. There you will find 4 different ways to get support. Choose the most convenient one. You can start a chat right away in your Bayzat account. You can WhatsApp, call, or email us. You can get insights from your dedicated customer success manager. They will guide you through the best practices in the market, give you an overview of your current Bayzat usage, and help you to unleash the full potential of the platform. As always, you can contact your customer success manager via their booking link, email, or phone number. Share your feedback about the platform, and let us know if there is anything we can improve. Click on the question mark button, and then choose Feature Requests. Look through the ideas that have already been submitted, and vote for them, or add a new one. Our product team regularly reviews these ideas and considers them while planning for future releases. Now let's look into the feature enhancements. The following 4 product offerings were improved: shift scheduling, attendance deductions, biometric integration, and leaves. If you are not using any of these features yet, but you want to start, get in touch with your customer success manager, and they will assist you. We will explore the enhancements in the shift scheduling now. Our team has significantly improved the experience for scheduling shifts because we understand how important it is to have a smooth, streamlined process. With the new experience, you can save time, have more visibility and flexibility, and even schedule shifts on the go right from your mobile. Now let's dive into the details of each of the shift scheduler enhancements. Now you can include shift schedulers and offices in more than one work center. Before, you could only map one shift scheduler or one office location with one work center. Mapping with multiple work locations may be helpful in certain situations. For example, in the absence of one of the schedulers, the secondary person can cover for them. To map the shift schedulers and offices, open Settings. Attendance. Open the work centers and find the one you want to edit. Here you can add shift schedulers. And you can add offices. Right below the title you will see a gray remark saying already a part of one other work center. Then just click on Next, Next, and Save. Flexible work timings. With flexible work timing, employees are required to work a certain number of hours per day, but they can choose when they start and end their workday. You can create flexible work timing by going to Settings, Attendance, Work Timings, Add New. Enter the name. Switch on the flexible work timing toggle. Add start time and end time. This will be the time bracket for your employees. Add the number of hours that the employee needs to work. There are a few points to consider while setting up flexible work timing. Late arrival and early departure toggle will be disabled because the check-in and check-out for the employee is flexible. Absent threshold can still be applied. Extra hours calculation can be configured only by using total hours option. Once you're done with settings of your flexible work timing, you can set it up for employees. For static attendance employees, you can select flexible work timing in their profile. For shift employees, you can add the flexible work timing in the work center and use it whenever you're scheduling shifts. We have enhanced the experience to offer a more intuitive and seamless interface, and provide increased flexibility in scheduling shifts. All feature enhancements are available within the new experience. Click on Shift Scheduler. Try New. Here you can view the additional employee information right on the Shift Scheduler page. This may help you in making informed decisions while scheduling shifts. Just click on the name and you'll see the employee's information and the assignment history. You can search, not only by the name and ID, but even by the job title of employees. We have launched a filtering option which was not available before. Click on Filters. You can filter the employees by department and gender. Multi-selection is also available here. We have introduced the sorting option. You can sort by the employee name or total shifts hours. Ascending or descending. It is possible to view both the week and the month. You can navigate through weeks and months. Please note that the month always starts with the first day. You can also quickly jump back to the current moment. Number of employees per page can be customized at the bottom. In case you have an urgent need to have more staff members working at a given date, and you need to schedule shifts for employees on their days off, you can accommodate this on Bayzat. Additionally, since it's their day off, they are liable for the extra hours compensation. You can capture those extra hours and add them easily in your payroll as payouts or in your time off as extra leave days. So now you are able to edit the existing day off, or schedule it from scratch and allow employees to check in. Here is how you can schedule a day off with the allowed check-in. Click on a shift cell. Enable the toggle to mark this as a day off. Once the toggle is enabled, a checkbox will appear, allow employee to check in on the day off. Select this checkbox if the employee is required to work on a day off. You will see a message, hours worked may be eligible for overtime or days in lieu as per the policies. Which means you will be able to capture and compensate the extra hours. Then you need to select the work timing. An office, showing where and when the employee is expected to work on a day off. Once this configuration is set, you can save it as draft or save and publish straight away. After publishing, an email and notification will be triggered to the employee about the shift on their day off. Note that absenteeism policies apply to the day off with check-in allowed. This means that if you assign a day off with expected check-in, and the employee doesn't check in, they may be marked as absent as per your attendance settings. Attendance settings are available in the attendance section, work timings. You can apply certain rules for late arrival, early departure, absenteeism, and other settings like breaks or outside office check-in. Shift cells with regular day off will be differentiated from the day off where check-in is allowed. Firstly, you can see them segregated by color. And on the shift cell where the employee is supposed to check in, the work timing and office will be displayed. You can also see all the required shifts highlighted by using views. Click on Views, Shifts, untick all, select Day Off with Check-in Allowed. All the required shifts will be highlighted whereas the others will be grayed out. You can create policies in your Bayzat account which will automate compensation for extra hours. These policies are called overtime. You can see them in Settings, Attendance, Overtime. If you look into settings of your overtime policy, you can see the single rate and the custom rate. Day off's overtime is already included in the single rate, by default. And if you choose the custom rate, you can enable a special calculation for those instances where employees work on their day off. As the next step, you need to assign this policy to employees, all of them, or just a certain group. And finally, you need to review and save these changes. Once this is done, whenever employees check in on their day off, you will be able to capture those instances and compensate for them in time and pay adjustments, extra hours. Previously, there were some limitations on editing the shifts in those cases where the employee has already checked in for the day. But now you can edit the shift even if the employee has already done their check-in. If you want to edit the shift for an employee, and this employee has already checked in, the platform will inform you that the related attendance record must be deleted before proceeding. Click on Go to this attendance record. You will see the check-in record. Click on the 3 purple dots in the right side of the screen. choose to delete attendance. A pop-up window will appear and ask you to reconfirm this action. Once you delete the attendance record, the check-in of the employee will be erased, and you will have an option to edit the shift for the employee. Simply open the shift scheduler, find the name, find the shift, and you will be able to edit it. Don't forget to publish the updated shift and ask the employee to check in again. Reassigning shifts may be helpful if you come across unexpected scheduling conflicts or last-minute changes. If you have already published a shift for an employee, but you want to reassign it to somebody else, select the work center. Click on the shift you want to reassign. A pop-up window will appear and show you the details of the shift you are about to reassign. In the bottom you should select another employee in the same work center. The shift will be reassigned to them. Add notes if you want, they will be visible to the employee. To save these changes, click on Reassign and Publish. We have enhanced the way in which you can copy shifts. If you need to copy shifts, open the weekly view, select the work center. Click on the copy button. Then you will see the shifts that you're going to copy. Below you'll find the pasting options. The timeline. You can select the timeline for which the shifts should be pasted. View our new advanced pasting options. You can overwrite existing draft shifts, overwrite existing draft day-offs, and draft day-offs with check-in allowed. If you tick these options, all previous drafts will be replaced with the copied shifts. Then, you can choose the paste options. Paste copied shifts on weekends and on public holidays. If you keep this off, the shifts won't be added on weekends or public holidays. You can add notes if you want to give your employees certain instructions. Once you're done with settings, select the employees for which you want to paste the shifts. Add all of them, select manually, or filter and then add. At the end you need to click on Paste Shifts as Draft in the bottom. The platform will show you the summary regarding your actions. If you made a mistake you can undo the pasted shifts. The Paste Status window will show you how many shifts were successfully pasted. It will also show how many shifts were not copied if that was the case. You can also copy the entire week schedule for all employees under a particular work center. Select Weekly View, select the work center. Then click on Copy Schedule. In the pop-up window you will see the week from where the shifts will be copied, and you can select the weeks where you want to paste them. Apply the advanced pasting options if required. Add notes. And finally, paste the shifts as drafts. Please note that when you copy and paste shifts, they will always be added as drafts, so you need to publish them. You can publish shifts in bulk, both on a weekly or monthly basis. Select the work center in the shift scheduler. Apply the required filters. You can filter by the department and gender. Click on Publish Shifts. You will see the date and selected work center. Below you may find the offices. By default all offices will be selected, but you can choose specific ones by unticking the boxes. Then you can include the day-offs or untick the box and exclude them. Once you're good to go, click on Publish Shifts. All shifts will be published across all pages as per the filters you've applied. We've identified a strong need to schedule shifts on mobile devices. Therefore, we've enhanced our platform, and we've introduced the full scheduling experience on the mobile. Now you can do the following right from your mobile device. Open Bayzat application, switch to the manager mode. Open Shift Scheduler. You can view all shifts in here, and switch in between different work centers. You can filter the shifts by department and gender. Sorting option will let you sort the employees by their names. Views button will help to see different types of shifts or different offices. And finally, search bar on top of the screen allows you to find a specific employee quickly. If you want to create a shift, click on an empty cell against the employee name. Alternatively, you can click on the purple plus button, select the work center, choose the employee and create shift for them. If you want to publish the shifts, select the work center, choose the day, and click on the purple button in the bottom of your screen. Once the shift is published, you can edit, reassign, or delete the shift. Schedule Planner. With this enhancement, you can effectively plan the shifts in bulk. Simply select the required shift and assign it to different employees. Click on the Time section and open Shift Scheduler. Select the Work Center to enable the Schedule Planner. Click the Schedule Planner button. To choose the shift that needs to be assigned, click on Select a new shift. In the side drawer, pick the shift type, working day, day off, or a day off with check-in allowed. Select the work timing and the work location. You can add notes if you want. Click on Done. Then you can click on the cells to assign this shift to different employees. You can delete a shift by clicking on the X icon. Once you are done with assignment, click on Save Drafts. Then you can select another shift with its work timing and work location. Click in the cells to assign the new shifts. Save drafts. Once you've assigned all shifts within the selected work centers, you can go back to the shift scheduler. As a next step, you can select another work center and repeat the same process, or you can publish the shifts. Our team has introduced enhancements in the attendance deductions. You can track attendance violations at multiple levels. Set up penalties for different violation levels and occurrences. And certainly you can manage attendance-related salary adjustments with ease. Now let's dive into the details of each of these enhancements. In the settings of work timings, you can define levels of attendance violations. In your Bayzat account open settings, click on the attendance section, find the list of work timings. You can edit the existing ones or add new. In the work timing settings, switch the toggle on for the late arrival or early departure as per your requirements. Up to 4 levels can be configured for each of them. When setting up different levels for tracking, you need to enter the threshold in minutes for each level. For example, 15 minutes as level 1. And 30 minutes as level 2. This means, if an employee arrives between 16 and 30 minutes late, they will be marked as late at level 1. If they arrive late for more than 30 minutes, they will be marked at level 2. Similarly, you can switch on the early departure and define the levels of violations accordingly. Save the changes. You will see the number of levels which applies to a certain work timing, right in the table. Click on the information icon and you will see the details. Once the levels for late arrival and early departure are set in your work timings, you can also configure certain attendance-related penalties. For this, click on Settings, Attendance, and find the deduction policies for payroll. You can create a new deduction policy or edit the existing one. In the settings of your deduction policy, you can enable time to action. Once it is enabled, action on the attendance-related adjustments must be taken within the set time period. Otherwise, the adjustment expires. Previously, the tracking method included only one type, just standard. Whereas now we have introduced advanced tracking. Advanced tracking allows you to set up multiple level deduction calculations for different occurrences, along with the work disruption factor. Configure the policy refresh duration. This option determines how long a violation needs to happen again for it to be considered a repeated violation. So if the same violation occurs within this duration, it is counted as a repeated violation. Otherwise, if the violation occurs outside of this duration, it is considered a fresh one. Step 2 requires setting up penalties and calculations. You can do this for late arrival, early departure, and an absent day. Allow marking of work disruptions. This option is used when an employee's attendance affects their co-workers. With the advanced tracking option, you can set different penalties for work disruption, depending on whether it's deemed true or false. After setting this up, when reviewing the attendance violations, the line manager, attendance managers, or admins will have the ability to choose whether the violation caused work disruption or not. Now let's look into setting up different levels and occurrences. When configuring penalties for attendance violations, it is possible to set up multiple levels that correspond to the levels defined in the work timings. Each level provides the option to establish penalties for different occurrences. In case a written warning is applied, a warning email will be sent to the employee. The next penalty type is a deduction. When this is applied, a payroll deduction can be created based on the configured formula. There are two ways to configure deductions: fixed deduction and variable deduction. These types of deductions can be set up separately or together. Deduction plus a written warning. In this penalty type, a warning letter will be issued once the payroll deduction has been processed. At step 3, you need to assign employees to the deduction policy. Click on the employee name on the left-hand side to add them. At step 4, you can review the policy details you configured and click on Save. Please note, the updates in your deductions policy will come into effect only for the future adjustments. As before, you can see the automatically generated requests related to the attendance of your employees, and you can make decisions on whether the adjustment has to be approved or declined. Process of managing those entries is overall the same with a few updates. You can open Time, Employee Attendance, and then the second tab, which is called Time and Pay Adjustments. Deductions related to attendance violations will include level and occurrence field. Line managers can review or reject the violation entry. They can also add a remark of work disruption if the advanced tracking method is applied in the policy settings. Super admins can approve violation entry even if it has not yet been reviewed by the line manager. If the attendance violation takes place, and the written warning is approved, it immediately gets processed. An email is triggered to an employee. The written warning can be viewed on the Time and Pay Adjustment section as an attachment. Please note that for penalty type deduction plus warning, a written warning will be given to an employee when the associated deduction is processed in your payroll. Biometric integration. If your team is tracking employee attendance with a biometric device, you can integrate it with your Bayzat account and capture attendance on Bayzat. Our team has recently enhanced the API for integration. Now, beside capturing the attendance, you can also track breaks and their duration throughout the day. In cases where the biometric device lacks a breaks button, the Bayzat platform intelligently determines break intervals based on the sequence of punches. Furthermore, the updated API allows you to track overnight shifts. Employees can record checkout punches after midnight, and a newly introduced threshold feature allows for specifying the earliest time an employee can check in the next day. These improvements provide greater flexibility and accuracy in recording work hours and breaks. If you need help with the biometric integration, please reach out to your customer success manager. Leaves module. Our team has enhanced various functionalities across the leave module. Our latest updates include partial and conditional pay rate, labor law compliant leave policy templates, along with improved experience for assigning employees to policies. Let's dive into the details. Partial pay rate. Besides fully paid and unpaid leave policies, now you can set up partially paid policies and automate the related payroll deductions. Open settings. Leaves. Leave policies. Add new. Enter the policy details. Set up the leave allowance. Scroll down to the leave pay rate. Select partially paid leave and define the percentage. For example, 75% paid. This would mean that 25% of the leave will be unpaid and the platform will create a salary deduction accordingly. Payroll deduction will be added automatically once the leave request is approved. If the leave request is submitted for the closed payroll cycles, the payroll deduction will be added automatically in the current payroll cycle. Upon submitting a leave request under a partially paid policy, employee will see the predefined pay rate. Conditional pay rates. You can set up conditional pay rates based on the total number of days that the employee has taken. This option is available in the settings of leave policies. For example, between 0 and until 31 days, the leave will be paid. Between 31 and 61, partially paid with 50%. Between 61 and 91, the leave will be unpaid. Total payroll deduction will be calculated automatically based on the configured conditions and total number of leave days taken by the employee. Dynamic leave allowance. Now you can set up dynamic leave allowance based on employee's job tenure. While creating the new leave policy, scroll to the leave allowance section and enable the toggle against conditional leave allowance. Scroll down, define the tenure and the allowance accordingly. For example, between 6 months and 12 months the employee is entitled to 24 leave days. You can set this allowance as accrual or you can keep it available upfront. Then add another condition, for example, if job tenure is greater than and equal to 12 months, update leave allowance to 30 days. Again, mark it as accrual or upfront. You can configure and save up to 5 job tenure conditions. Leave policy templates. Our team has launched labor law compliant leave policy templates for UAE and KSA. Templates are available for the annual leave, sick leave, maternity, and many others. To use the templates, open Settings, Leaves, Leave Policies, Add New. You can select one of the templates. See the details, allowance, and pay rates with conditions. Start using the template. You can also apply changes if that's required. Then click on Next, assign policy to respective employees and activate it. Excluding public holidays from the leave days count. In your new and existing leave policies that count the calendar days, you can now define whether the public holidays are included or excluded from the calculation. This option is available in the settings of your leave policies. Click on the Edit button. Scroll to the Leave Allowance section. Right below the calendar days you will see the option Do not consider public holidays as leave days. If you enable this feature in existing leave policies, the system will calculate and update total leave days for upcoming leave requests. Please note that the affected leave requests will be moved back to the pending status. Updates in assigning the employees. Our team has improved the functionality of assigning employees to leave policies. While assigning the leave policy to employees, you can now use various filters such as department, office, country, gender, and marital status. Once you've selected the employees, on the next step you can click on View and Edit to adjust the leave balance in bulk. Simply double-click on the cell and overwrite the value. Save the changes. Alternatively, you can download an Excel sheet, edit the values in there, and then upload this Excel sheet on the platform. Moreover, you can now remove employees from the leave policies whenever this is required. Click on Edit the policy, get to the list of employees and click on the cross on the right side to remove specific employees from the leave policy. Once they are removed, they won't be able to raise new requests under this policy. However, the historical records will remain in the system. For leave policies with monthly accrual, you can select other leave policies that will pause the monthly accrual. For example, if the employee takes an unpaid leave of a certain length, their annual leave days accrual will be paused. This can be done in Settings. Edit the existing leave policy, or create a new one from scratch. The policy must be accrual. Click on Reduce accrued days if employee takes a leave from a different policy. Then select the required policies. This setting is usually applicable to the unpaid leave types. You can also set up the number of days after which the accrual will be paused. For example, if the employee is on unpaid leave for 30 days in a row, the annual leave accrual can be paused. At Bayzat, we are committed to delivering the best possible experience for you. Your support and your feedback drive us to constantly evolve and enhance. Thank you for watching this video.